What's up, Ryder? Why an emergency meeting?
I didn't call it.
I did. Got some disturbing news while we were on Kadara. There's some tension at the Krogan Colony on Eledin. It's bad.
Tension among Krogan? You don't say.
I wouldn't waste your time with this if it wasn't important. We need to go.
I agree. Morta made herself Overlord of the colony. It's weird.
No. Our priority is the Archon. We have to remain focused on his next move.
Joel's right.
We won't make any rash decisions. Drax just brought a problem to the team. Let's dial down the emotions so we can be clear-headed. Well, as long as we're pitching stuff, I overheard outlaws on Kadara talking about activity in the Ramov system.
No, that's the system where the Turian Golden World was supposed to be.
Ramov? There aren't any viable planets there. Only an asteroid field with mining ventures run by criminals.
I hear Eledin's pretty rough too. Roving scavengers with nothing to lose.
Perfect. Because if there's one thing I do know about, it's fighting pirates.
But now that we have the transponder, we're so close to finding the location of Archon's ship.
Our goal is to create our home here. You never know how something might fit in. Anyway, get Callow the nav points for both Eledin and that potential Turian Golden World. We want all our options ready to go. Hey! I didn't say dismissed or meeting adjourned or anything. Meeting adjourned, as you were. Sam, send Callow the nav point provided by our Krogan contact. Drack, we're landing on Eledin to rendezvous with Jorgal Strux.
On my way.
Where is this meeting place exactly?
Called the Paradise. Middle of nowhere as far as I can tell.
Paradise is different for a Krogan.
Remnant starship? No.
Only 41% exposed. I will gather what information I can, Pathfinder.
Who lives here besides the Krogan?
Scavengers with nothing to lose. Criminals chucked out of Kadara.
Gonna be interesting.
Beautiful, isn't it? I remember the first time I saw this place, I thought, wow, this is home. I wasn't the
Almost
only
croaked
one.
out there. He got me good.
Hey, I recognize your insignia. Your Nexus, right? A Pathfinder. Kent Halsey, Nexus Security.
Didn't know your duties reached all the way to Eledin.
It doesn't. I'm here for... personal reasons. My sister Isabel fell in with the wrong people. She joined the rebellion and was exiled to Kadara. Somehow, she pissed off enough people to end up in this hellhole.
Your security and your sister's a troublemaker. Puts you in an awkward situation.
I don't care about that. I'm here to find her. I know she can't come back to the Nexus, but we can start over on Kadara, together.
You'd give up your life for her?
Izzy's the only family I have. I'd do anything for her. The problem is, I underestimated this planet. I don't have a vehicle or a way to survive the heat. I'm stuck before I've even started.
Don't worry. I can track Isabel down for you.
I hoped you'd say that. I think the salvager from Kadara has info on her. She wouldn't give me anything, but maybe you can get her talking.
What are you looking at? See if I won't.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Think you're tough.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, so happy our paths crossed. Your job is to search and study, right?
You could say that.
We've only just begun to discover Andromeda. There's so much here to figure out. The tech, how ours intersects. There are amazing things to be built, and you're the one to do it.
Yes, I've been given the right resources for that.
Don't waste them. I came to this galaxy to die on a new frontier. I'm happy to impart my last bit of wisdom.
Tell me. I'm sure it will be beneficial.
Knowledge is power, Pathfinder. We brought the best of what the Milky Way could offer. You have the means to make all this better. So use your resources to study and decipher what's here. Grow from it. Build more efficient, powerful tools. Build the future. That is all.
Hey, hey! Welcome, welcome. Come this way. Follow me. That's a patsy ship. What are you looking at?
What? Nothing.
Really? Because it looks like you're looking at me. I don't like it.
I'll look where I want.
Yeah? Maybe I'll shoot whoever I want.
I thought the rule was no guns.
That won't protect you outside the gates. If you see me there, you better run.
Pathfinder, is it necessary to engage with this individual? I don't see how it helps our cause.
Right. Let's just back away slowly, guys.
Wow, the stories about Eledin are true.
Ryder, I heard that little exchange. I don't understand it. They screened every initiative applicant. How did so many of them end up violent and unstable?
You think something's up?
That's what I want to find out. Can you scan the scavengers here in the Paradise and transmit the data to me? And, you know, be discreet. Wow. Be careful around that one, Ryder. Perfect.
Are you Jorgal Strux?
Maybe. You who I think you are?
Sarah Ryder, Pathfinder for the Initiative. You asked me to meet you here.
Yeah, I did. Thanks for coming.
Losing the Krogan was a big deal to a lot of us in the Initiative. Some of my best friends are Krogan.
That's right. I didn't want to leave the Nexus, but I needed to support my people and my clan.
So, trouble at the colony?
It's heading to a bad place.
We can't be there anymore.
Morta's become a tyrant.
Did she kick you out?
Hasn't come to that yet, so we're laying low. I want to keep my eye on her. She's planning a strike against the Nexus, that much we know.
The audio logs you sent do sound like something bad is brewing.
Morta is going to rip this colony apart. And then we're all going to die.
Krogan dying? Your homeworld's worse than this place.
Everyone needs food and water, even Krogan. Morta's rationing. My group thinks the Krogan should make peace with the Nexus.
We need the Krogan and the Krogan need us. We all came to Andromeda as one. We should at least try to fix this.
Well, there won't be a colony to make peace with if Morta ruins it. You don't believe me? Go to the Krogan Colony yourself and see what she's planning. Talk to Ravener Brink. He's one of us, on the inside.
If the safety of the Nexus is really on the line, I'll go. Better hope she doesn't shoot me on sight.
Yeah, that'd be a bad omen.
Perfect. That one didn't work. Try someone else.
I'm gonna miss you when we get out of here.
Yep, you messed me up.
Interesting.
Axios and his gang.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Where I'll kill her. I didn't do it. Didn't do nothing.
Okay, you didn't do anything.
Good. Tell them that when they come.
Thanks, Ryder. That should be enough. I'll analyze this and let you know what I find. Not a scavenger, Ryder.
It's a fair exchange.
So you're Ania.
That's right. And you are?
Veteran X. We do business with the same people on Kadara.
Ah, yes, one of the newcomers. Welcome, all of you, to my paradise. Outside the gates, you're on your own, but in here, you're safe. Anyone violates the peace, they have to answer to me.
Yeah, everyone's on their best behavior. Is it natural, or are they on something?
Huh, nothing so complicated. These people need me. They need what I sell, so they behave, or they're out. Now what can I get you? How can I help? Just let me know.
You have a pretty good attitude for a place like this.
I've got nothing to complain about. I'm rich and no one messes with me. Most powerful woman on Eledin.
Yeah?
I don't mean to brag, but absolutely.
What else is here?
I'm a businesswoman, not a tour guide, but I'll tell you what I know if it suits me.
You get along with the Krogan?
Everyone comes to Eledin with the dream of leaving, except me and the Krogan. They built their colony into a sinkhole. Smart. Keeps it cool enough for them, I guess.
They have their own water?
Unfortunately for them, no. But Morta and I get along well, so far.
Who lives on this planet?
Desperate folks, mostly. Misfits, some. Those that can't get along in the regular world. Or people willing to make a profit off that desperation.
Like you?
Careful, sweetheart. You want to keep me on your good side. There's a place they call the Flop House, eastish of here. Den of murder and misery. You should pay it a call.
What can you tell me about that derelict ship?
Ah, you came here to get killed, did ya? Scavengers are trying to pull it apart, is all I know. I don't go near their claims. They shoot on sight.
What can I buy?
I don't know. What do you have to trade? Mostly I sell water, but you should go out to the tanks if you want that.
Is there anywhere else on the planet to, I don't know, find water?
Not really. And if I don't like the look of you or you get on my bad side, then no water for you.
Strange. Data's not coming through. Try another one.
Nice duds. Better watch your back. There's probably already a dozen people planning to kill you for them.
Are you threatening me? Sounded like it.
Me? No, just trying to be helpful. I know a hard target when I see one. And I stay on your good side. Maybe you won't mind me picking up the scraps you leave behind. So, what else can I do for you?
What do you do on this planet? Why are you here?
Why? Trying to find out where my claim is?
No, relax.
I do the same as anyone else here. Try not to get killed.
You know a Krogan named Strux?
Nope. But Krogan are hard to miss. Look around.
Where do you live? Where do you sleep?
There's a flophouse not far from here. There's always shelter. Maybe even a bed, if someone died that day.
We're done.
Suit yourself.
Activating automated forward station deployment. Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system. Environmental...
So, Eledin. Charming so far. What do we got? Besides the sand.
The remnant monolith suggests this was indeed supposed to be a golden world. It also suggests the presence of a vault. Additionally, here is the large derelict remnant ship that we saw as we landed.
Hopefully abandoned.
Scans indicate it is not. The site is active with scavengers and remnant bots. Here, scavengers have taken over an abandoned camp between the two. In this direction, located in one of the planet's sinkholes, is New Tuchanka, the Krogan Colony.
Sinkholes. Sounds fun.
Not really. Eledin is tidally locked to its sister moon and that gas giant above. This side of the moon never cools. Getting trapped in a sinkhole without shelter would mean certain death, as one's blood would boil in 75 seconds.
And on that cheery note, let's head for the climate-controlled paradise of the Nomad.
So, Morta's still pissed off at the Nexus. You'll want to be careful around her, kid.
It's amazing they managed to set up any kind of working colony on this hellscape.
Once the Krogan put their mind to something, they'll get it done.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Better to live for myself than to see this place go the same way as Tuchanka.
Don't be stupid. Morta will find her.
Getting close to New Tuchanka.
Heat levels increasing. Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system. I detect above normal temperatures. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Move along. No outsiders. She's with me, human Pathfinder.
Drack. It's been a while.
Joral Strux sent me. I'm supposed to talk with Morta.
So now Strux is friends with the Nexus. Traitor. Think I'm a traitor too?
Shut it, Drack.
Don't make me headbutt you. I absolutely will.
Tougher than you look. All right, go ahead.
I'll spread the word so Morta knows you're here.
Good.
Life support at 100%.
Pathfinder must think she's pretty tough to
saw the worm bust straight through an old
Soft,
ship.
squishy human like
Not
you
a
should probably
scratch
steer
on
clear
it.
of the wildlife out there.
You said something about a worm.
Not a worm. The worm. Huge. Invincible. You can't miss it. It pops out of the dunes from time to time. Plows down everything in its path.
As if this planet wasn't deadly enough.
Good news is, it doesn't attack us. Doesn't seem to care about us at all. But stay out of its way. It'll barrel right through you, tear you to pieces.
Thanks for the heads up.
Don't worry, Dr. Gunnar. I'll track it down.
Hello. I noticed you were listening. Is it because you're a fan of the Krogan genius, Dr. O'Keir? I'm frantic because a terminal with all his research was accidentally sold to a junker.
No? Maybe? What was on it?
His work regarding Krogan physiology and the genophage was advanced. I was his protege. Or, I was acquainted with his protege.
Anyway, it's encrypted, but it would be bad if it fell into the wrong hands. I can give you a nav point and the name of the scavenger I accidentally sold it to.
You talk about Dr. O'Keir like I should know who that is.
Dr. O'Keir was on the leading edge of Krogan genetics, and possibly curing the genophage.
And not using the slow genetic mutation approach the Initiative has invested in.
I had a collection of his research. I hope to cure the genophage in the colony.
Send me the nav point and the terminal identification.
Done. I hope it's still on the planet. The junker was aggressive.
Dr. O'Keir's important work can't be lost.
Should have known Morta would take over.
She'll run this place into the ground.
Just clean my armor.
Yeah? You want to play the heavy for a criminal? Pretty wild out there. Why come all this way? You could have been a pet back on Omega.
Shut up.
I'd rather stay here.
You call yourself Krogan?
Went out hunting. If you head out worm hunting, let me know. I'll plan your funeral.
You Revener Brank? Struck sent me. He said that you...
Yes. Find me later near the fighting pit.
Hey, Nexus. I'm the one you talk to around here.
Are you Morta?
I'm Morta, Overlord of the Krogan in Helios.
Overlord?
Drack, Kesh said you had a new job.
She didn't tell me you did.
And you're the celebrated Pathfinder from the Hyperion, found at last.
I'm Ryder.
This is thrilling. I've never stood so close to a Pathfinder before. Mostly because the Krogan never got one. Welcome to New Tuchanka.
I understand you and your people are pissed off.
Humans were welcomed into the Citadel Council with open arms, while the Krogan endured centuries of oppression. You have no idea. Your understanding only makes me mad.
Okay, gotcha. Loud and clear.
Why are you here, Pathfinder? To see what a successful colony looks like.
Our outposts are new. We could use the advice.
Your manipulation is so transparent. No advice for you, only regret. Watch, the Krogan will thrive and the Initiative will pay. Get out of my face before I smash it.
I'm going to journal about this later. See you soon.
Morta's a hard ass, but that surprised even me. Not good.
Yeah? Maybe.
She said the initiative will pay. That's us. That's scary.
Let's
Drack,
talk to
you
Brett
old
before we
wreck.
freak out.
Swing by when you ain't so busy playing hero. We'll catch up.
Sure. Ryder, this is Grot, an old friend. Practically built this whole place. Don't let the fact that he's Earth not bother you. We can't help it.
What do you think of the colony? Pretty great, huh?
When you said colony, I didn't think you meant this. Why didn't you tell me, Drack?
Wasn't sure about you at first. And then it seemed simpler to just show you when we got here.
It's... rustic?
That's what we're going for. Rustic.
I'm guessing you have questions.
There's a lot of prefab materials here, and shuttles.
Some of it was gear we had stored away on the Nexus.
The rest we sort of stole when we left. Not like anyone was gonna stop us.
How long has the colony been here?
Since we left the Nexus, after the mutiny.
Just like that? Leave the Nexus, start a colony?
We're Krogan, kid. We can live anywhere.
Could have parked our tails on a volcano and handled it just fine.
The plants here, where'd they come from?
Ever since the clan got here, Vorn and his assistant have been working hard on the greenhouse.
We built him and Hark some pretty fancy digs. Lights and everything.
New Tuchanka's plants grow way better than the ones back home. Way less radiation.
You seem at home here, Drack.
And you're not getting any younger. Ever think of retiring?
The day you dig my grave, old-timer.
Sad honor that'll be.
How do you know Drack?
We mined together back when our quads had barely dropped.
Now I just can't seem to get rid of him.
I'll talk to you later.
I don't sell Rincol to humans. Matter of principle.
That's all for now.
Varka, listen to yourself.
I know what I saw. Did that worm think I wouldn't notice? It's my squad, not Gren's, and I'll be damned if I let them take orders from him.
What do you want me to do?
Handle it, Kortik, or I will.
Half the time, I feel like I'm the only one holding this colony together.
Trouble?
Varka and Gren fought together back home, side by side, but always in competition. Made them stronger. Now they have no enemies to fight, so they're fighting each other. I can see the tension building, colonists taking sides. This is how clan wars start.
Sounds like all they need is something to shoot.
That's exactly what they need. Best way to stop this feud is to perform a rite of union.
Which is?
Shove them into a ring with a beast. Make them fight as a team. Defeating a common foe creates a powerful bond. Krogan don't take that lightly. Help me perform the rite, and we can hold this colony together.
How am I supposed to help with the rite?
For one, they need something to fight.
I hope you don't mean me.
No, but I do need you to help me drive a beast into the arena. Shamans make a special lure for this. Should help subdue it.
You really think Varka and Gren could cause a war?
Big problems can start out small, not taking any chances.
I'll do whatever I can to help.
Good. Set this lure out in the wilds to attract a fiend. The beast might be feisty at first, so stay on your toes. I'll keep Varka and Gren from each other's throats till you get back. Good luck.
Get away from Morta. Better to live for myself than to see this place go to
same way as
I'd love to take down the worm.
Don't be stupid. It's invincible.
Did that ever stop me before?
So you're the human Pathfinder. You look different from the pictures I saw.
You probably saw pictures of my dad.
Your dad? You replaced him as Pathfinder?
It's a long story.
Haven't really kept up with Nexus news. Enough trouble to occupy me here.
Scavengers?
Amongst other things. You seen the Flophouse yet? That's where they get together. 80% shacks, 100% trouble. I'll give you the nav point so you can avoid it. Or not, as you choose.
Have you had much trouble with the scavengers at the colony?
Not yet. They're not that stupid. A bunch of squishies against 100-odd Krogan? Give it a little time. Resources run low, they'll get desperate, and who knows?
Tell me more about the Flophouse.
It's a loose collection of shelters where some scavenger gangs gather. They knock each other around, drink, and then when they're all riled up, run raids. And if you get close when they're hungry, well, that's how I lost a liver and gained a limp.
Thanks. This information will come in handy.
Just trying to help. Be careful out there, Pathfinder.
I'm leaving. No, wait.
Should track down a fiend.
Just let me go on. Got a couple of scavengers sniffing around the perimeter.
Pathfinder, when you travel, do you meet many Angara?
Sometimes.
Have you met one named Lieta?
I don't think so. Why?
She was a salvager, made runs to Eledin all the time. When she landed, she would always stop here first. We climbed the dunes together, took in the view, talked for hours. Lieta had a hard time in this heat, so I said I'd make her a cryo bracelet.
Were you two... you know?
We were friends. At least I thought so. One day, she just stopped coming. I don't know where she is, if I'll ever see her again.
You think something happened to her?
She could have taken a new job. Maybe she was sick of Eledin. But if there's even a chance she ran into trouble, I can't stand not knowing.
Tell me more about Lieta.
She's adventurous, optimistic. Her jokes could make a Krogan blush. In a place like this, she stood out. I think she'd stand out anywhere.
I could track her down for you. Make sure she's okay.
There's a salvage runner at the Paradise. She might know something.
I would like that. If you find her, will you give her the cryo bracelet? Tell her she can use it to visit me again. Thank you, Pathfinder.
You seem different from the other Krogan.
My father called me a Solarian in a Krogan body. Supposed to be an insult. Joke's on him, though. I like Solarians.
Sounds like Helios was an easy choice for you.
New galaxy, new life. Not interested in being a merc like my father, or battling it out on Tuchanka. I almost didn't want to be packed into cryo for the journey. Wanted to see the whole thing.
Would have been pretty lonely.
Never been bothered by loneliness. The views would have been worth it.
What are you doing up here?
Looking. Back home, we didn't have time to just stop and look.
Is life that different here?
It was all about survival. Here, we don't have to fight so hard. Of course, the older ones still think they have to fight. Maybe it's just in their blood.
They'll come around.
I should get going.
Pathfinder, welcome. You don't welcome an alien into our colony, you ignorant child. Shut up, old man. Sorry about that. Don't mind him. Credits are credits, I say.
Your business won't get far if you only sell to Krogan.
He's more concerned with proving a point than growing his clientele. Good thing he has me. Now buy something before he starts yelling again.
Well, look at that. Not one of those damn scavengers, are you?
I'm with the Andromeda initiative.
That's worse. Look, you want to buy, talk to my seller. I hired him so I don't have to deal with the customers.
The Nexus is paradise compared to this. You don't want to go back? Even a little?
So we can be your attack dogs again? Get treated like dirt until we finally fight back? This is no different than the rebellion back home. Only time we get respect is when we take it by force. We were stupid to think it would be any different here.
You talk like you saw the rebellions. You can't be as old as Drack.
What's that supposed to mean?
I was born during the final year, just before the Turians hit us with a genophage. My father died in the fight on Canrum. Took 24 Turian guns to drop him. I'm glad he didn't live to see us riding in cargo on the Nexus like pets.
Bet the scavengers are crawling all over the salvage you pick up.
Not too bad. I picked my scrap out in Ataraxia, where squishies like you can't handle the heat. I don't get too close to the flophouse. Scavengers gather there like insects. Can't defend my salvage against those numbers. Look at me. I was a warrior, and now I fight vermin over a junk heap.
I should get moving.
I'll be here, selling junk.
Been out of the Sea of Ataraxia? Pretty wild out there.
You let him ship off to Kadara? What were you thinking?
Ran into some of those scavengers on patrol.
That's where you guys came from.
Don't tell anyone. Sorry, Pathfinder. No outsiders in the family quarters.
Come on. Hey, Nexus, back me up. The initiative did cure the genophage like they promised, right?
Not a cure. They've made some good progress.
Barely. There's no point in getting our hopes up.
It's our duty to populate the colony with strong, Nakmor offspring. Am I right?
Have you tried having kids before?
Of course. Before the journey and after and often. We just need to keep trying.
Doesn't hurt to try?
It's easy for you to say. Your children don't die in their eggs.
You need to listen to her on this one. Maybe back off a little.
Don't you want a few little ones running around?
You know I do, but I'm not setting myself up for heartbreak. I'll consider it when the cure is actually a cure.
Team Rincall. Hey, want to bet on Team Rincall? Come on, what do you say?
Sounds good. I'll bet on ring call.
Nexus, how about you? Eledin ain't a place for wimps, but it's kicking your human ass. Yeah, ha! No thresher maws on Earth to practice on.
I do okay.
I'd like to see it. Next time we go out looking for fiends, we'll take you.
Fiends? Yeah, they're tough. How about we find an architect, throw that in the mix?
Now we're talking. Might kill us, but that sounds fun. You're okay, Nexus.
Let's fight. The trick to capturing us is lots of grenades. Just enough to dead. Blow 'em up too quickly. Hang on. Does Morta ever stop barking orders?
Raven or Brank?
Quiet. Anyone tells Morta I'm talking to you and I'm kicked out.
Last thing I want to do is jeopardize the Nexus or this colony.
Me neither. Or Clan Ravenor. Or Clan Jorgal. Or Clan Urdnot. Some in Clan Nakmor, too.
Okay, got it.
Did you see the crashed ship as you landed? Morta's after the drive core.
Why? That's remnant tech. She can't activate it.
What are you talking about? She's building a bomb.
With the drive core as a power source. Sam?
Dangerous to those handling it, but, in the end, very possible.
Demolition teams have been busting down walls for months, battling those robots and scavengers. Lots here want peace with the Nexus. If Morta gets that drive core, boom, it's over. Now get away from me.
Thanks, Brank. Damn, that Team Rinko's cheating. I once saw a fight between those things that lasted a week. A week. At least the scavengers haven't attacked.
You don't have permission to approach Morta.
Been out of the sea of Ataraxia? Pretty wild out there. They'll kill you for a tire.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.